You're on, Lenny.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Stereo. Good evening. Hello.
Looks like we're having perhaps an issue with Facebook here, guys. We're not certain, but we'll figure it out. Hi, everyone. It looks like it's going to be just YouTube tonight. We have an error on Facebook, but we'll give you everything that we have, and we'll go from there. Perhaps, let's see. We'll just have to makeshift it. Is that all right?
How are we going to makeshift it?
I'm getting ready to show you.
Okay, let's see. Show me.
I'm going to show you.
We're going to makeshift something.
What's it called tonight?
Hello, the family meeting.
Uh-huh.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Hold on.
Stay tuned. I think we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. Isn't it time for a little fun? After such a wonderful Monday.
Hang on in there with us, family.
We're trying to make sure everyone that want to be on tonight can get on.
Yeah.
Especially those that are our Facebook junkies.
Let's see what happens here.
We're almost there. Good evening to all of you.
So yeah, what does that mean? What does that mean, Amanda? You shared it to Facebook, which means we're good, or what? Okay. Hey, y'all. Now, can you share this to Mark? We just got to figure this out, guys.
Hang on. So what am I sharing?
Your MWI to Martin Williams.
Okay, so now I need to share that. Oh, there we are. We're there. Share.
Don't get too excited. Write a post.
Write a post. That I'm not going to write a post. And then we just share to, hey, teamwork. Woo!
Teamwork makes the dream work. Hey, everybody.
Yes.
So let's get going. We got Facebook. We got
and YouTube. And we're so delighted that all of you are here. Aren't you?
We are delighted that you are here.
Yes. There's no problem that two can't work out.
Okay.
Two is better than one.
Absolutely true.
All right.
Absolutely true.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, again, it's an awesome time to be alive, everyone. It's an awesome time to be around. It's an awesome time to have these opportunities that we've been given. Tonight, we have some exciting news to share with you about our family meeting. And since she's the marketing major,
oh my God,
I'm going to let her start.
Well, hello again to everyone, and thank you for joining us for Moments. We have been meeting here for quite some time with you, joining us for Mondays. And I hope that in 2020 that these opportunities have been a total blessing and more than anything, a provoking blessing to get you up and get you moving and establishing your life,
right.
Making some changes, adjustments, making better relationships, blah, blah, blah. But tonight, what we're going to do is basically tailgate from last week. We want to talk about the family meeting. We mentioned to you that during our time that we went down, we took a little time away, we wanted to come back with some amazing opportunities for you for the 2021 year. And so we have some fresh things that we believe, after hearing from you and so many strong patterns of what you wanted to hear, what you want to know more about, and what we could do to get you more engaged in our opportunities. So I am so delighted to be talking tonight that we're going to have that opportunity to talk about the family, which is one of the reoccurring subjects that always came up. No matter what we were talking about, family would come up. Would you agree?
Yeah. The bottom line is we're going to be offering this webinar in here in a moment that Pastor Noah will be telling you about. But here's the bottom line. I was reading years ago. I think you were pregnant with Callie. Joshua was 2.5, 3 or so. And I was reading about what Jacob did that turned his family around. Jacob, before he died, before he passed away, he had a meeting with all of his sons, his whole family. He brought them around and he had a family meeting. The whole trajectory of Jacob being called Israel and changing his life happened because of the family meeting. So we started having our family meetings as the Williams family.
Yes.
We came up with categories. We studied a lot. We talked to a lot of people about what should be in our family meeting. What kind of things should we talk about? How do we put it together, even for a child that can't even really talk yet? You make them a part of the family meeting also. Yes. And I'm telling you, the trajectory of our family turned. It changed.
It
did. I just believe that this family meeting for you, this seminar, is going to be an amazing change to your family. From those of us who've been doing it for 25 years. Do you know in your family meeting, you can literally predict what's going to happen at the end of the year before it starts. You can literally set goals, learn how to agree, and that changes everything in your family. Yeah. And we're going to show you how.
Yeah. I used to be a little like gun shy about the family meeting.
Yeah.
Because when you really understand the foundation of it, you have to prepare. And we were stumbling and bumbling for a while, but I think we've gotten it down to a science where we're ready to package it and deliver it to you. And one of my favorite parts about the family meeting is hearing our children and seeing the phases when they were like, I would say 7 and 9. They've been just tracking with us. Yep. But now the big dilemma to me is that when they are challenging me about something in the plan, the family meeting that was happening in their lives, and how we have to work together to have that voice, have them communicating with us.
Right. Yeah.
That's amazing.
The family meeting puts you on course. Now, especially those of you in 2020, God did some amazing things in your life, right? Man, you need to put that on steroids. You need to go ahead and put jet fuel in your lawnmower.
I agree.
Because this family meeting, when we show you how to do a family meeting and we show you how to talk about things, we show you how to plan, we show you how to communicate, we show you how to listen.
Amen.
To everybody in the family. And then at the end of that family meeting, you're one. Oh my God.
Yes.
Changes everything.
Yes.
We'll even show you how to do a family meeting on Zoom, even if all your family is not here.
Yes.
How do you bring your family together so that you can do some amazing things? That's what it's really all about.
Yeah. You begin to find out just how many tentacles, how far reaching what you define as your nucleus of the family, because from one family to the other, it's made up totally different.
Yes.
We come into this with a unique perspective, and every family meeting is customized.
Now, we should probably say this right up front. Okay, everybody listening?
Yes.
If I was cockeyed, I could look at both cameras. But
you look at that one, I'll look at this one.
Oh, where are you looking?
I was looking at that one.
Okay, I'll look at this one.
Okay.
So now, you obey these instructions. We're going to train the trainers. We're going to train the leaders of the family.
So good.
We're gonna train the mom and dad.
The head of the household.
The head of the household.
The decision maker.
We're going to train you on how to host your own family meeting.
Yeah.
This won't be the one where you bring everybody around the table.
Not now.
we're going to show you how to do it. And also, and this is sort of a trick we're giving at the end, if you want us to be a part of your family meeting and help you lead it, we're also going to have a bonus for us to do that for you and with you if that's what you decide.
Yes,
So,
yes.
yeah.
And as you say that, the bonus is you have to actually attend this opportunity that's coming up on January 31st
Right.
in order to understand the framework of what we're trying to get done. And so we'll be ahead of the game. And so we won't have to do this part and then try to take your time to do it during the time that you have a private session with us.
I'm telling you, I don't care what your family's been experiencing. I don't care what you've been in. I don't care what you've been locked in, what's
Yes.
been happening.
Yes.
Even if it's good, there's something better for you. And this family meeting, there's going to be such an anointing, energy, power, spirit,
Oh,
whatever
yes.
you call it. It's just going to put your family at a whole nother level. And I
Mhm.
think we're just going to chat just a few more minutes, and we're going to start asking you what your questions might be.
Yeah. Start framing your questions about the family meeting and what really around. Don't ask us questions about, details about the family meeting as if we're in it. But hey, on that day, will these kinds of things be addressed? What kind of questions do you have regarding the family meeting, the training session? Because this is a training session.
It's a training session on how to build your family, how to set up your family for amazing success.
For
right?
generations.
For generational success.
Yeah.
That is the idea. You can agree on something in your family meeting and see it happen on the date you agree on.
Oh my God.
It's amazing when a family understands what they're trying to do. They understand their vision. They understand where they're going. They understand everybody's role. They understand the promises of God. And now they come together to agree.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
We have testimony after testimony. Very good evidence that the family meeting has a way of bringing families together to get them not just on the same page, but on the same line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so why am I saying this? Because we have seen, this is a good testimony. We've seen a family that had some strays with maybe a son that for years couldn't come around. We've had, and they came back together.
Sure.
We've had business owners that needed to get the family on the same lane for understanding that everybody don't need to be employees. What if we put all of our effort, all of our time, all of our energy, all of our synergy in building this family business, how it could make a huge impact.
Hey everybody, you're just coming on now. Good evening.
So we're excited about what the benefits of the family meeting it can do.
So I'm gonna tell one story, and we'll talk about it together, and then I'll tell you what the mandate on our life is from God.
Yeah.
Linnell and I met. Okay, so let's see. How old am I? Okay.
Oh my.
Okay. So yeah.
I was 9.
Yeah, so we met about 47. We met about 47, 48 years ago. So we've known each other most of our lives. We didn't court. We did not court. We didn't even date. While I was away.
Come on now.
Yeah, I know. But hold on, this story gets worse.
Worse?
Yes. So we didn't court, we didn't date. But I knew her. So while I was away working with the Olympics in Korea, I said, okay, God, I think it's time for me to get married. Who do you want me to marry? So I said, I'm going to fast. I'm going to fast for 7 days, and I want you to give me this path to marriage. So I woke up that morning, I got on my knees and prayed, and I said, I'm going to go fast. So I got dressed, and on my way walking to work in Korea, the Lord said to me, your wife has been around you all your life.
Wow.
You just didn't know. And I said, who is it? He said, Linnell. And I'm like, wow. Okay, so Linnell is my wife. So I called her father a week later, and then he gave me permission to call her. Y'all still with me? So Linnell and I got married. I'm in Korea. She's in Mississippi. I fly home on August 18th.
Yes.
August 18th of 1988.
Yes.
2 days later, we were married.
Wait a minute. I thought it was a week.
I don't think I was there a week.
Yeah, we had
Okay.
to have a week because
So
I was
it's-
graduating.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I was graduating.
She
on the 18th.
graduated. Da, 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 da. I also graduated with my
Yeah,
master's.
right.
Anyway, too
But
much.
you watching me walk.
Too much.
He was getting his master's, and we were at the same university, and I was doing my undergrad, and he chose to not walk so you could be in the stands that day.
You still
to
have
see
you
me.
still have that VHS?
I'm sure I do. I'm sure.
I recorded it on VHS.
Yes,
You better find it.
yes.
So now, but this is what happened, y'all. We got married and went back to Korea
2 weeks later.
2 weeks later. And I'm telling you, 3 months into our marriage, all hell broke loose. We didn't know one another. We didn't know how to communicate. We didn't know how to talk. We didn't know anything about vision.
Yeah.
We knew nothing about each one of us personality. It was horrible. And it was literally horrible for the next 2.5 years. It was, my daughter would say, pronounce it right, horrible.
Horrible.
So stressed. So, it's hard to describe the pain of this person I loved as a friend
Mm-hmm.
that I could not learn to love as a wife.
Wow.
A woman that loved me, but did not understand me because I had not communicated anything. I hadn't done anything. So here's the pain of it. I decided and we agreed, we need to just get a divorce. And I said, I'm going to do what your father told me. Her father told me at the altar. He said, Martin, you're getting my baby girl, my little girl. He said, if there comes a time you don't want her, or it doesn't work out, he said, bring her back to me.
In what condition?
You took her. Don't bring her bruised. Don't bring her abused, but bring her back to me. So I said to my wife, I said, I just think I need to take you back to your father. This is not working out for us. This is demonic. We weren't hitting one another.
This is definitely not what we envisioned.
We weren't hitting one another. We weren't beating one another. We weren't cursing each other out. We both love God. We were both going to church and both serving in our church. But it was time to let go.
Yes, yes.
So we decided we would go home and get a divorce. That Friday, we were supposed to get in our car and drive home to Mississippi. Y'all still with me? I hope it's not too much. Pastor Linnell, who wasn't pastor at the time, just Linnell, she was driving home from work and a freak downpour of rain happened.
Yeah.
Freakish at about 114th and around Dodge area.
Yeah, and it was in, I think, like the month of December, January.
Freaky.
The rain was so...
It came down so fast.
Like a sheet of rain.
And so hard that someone slid into the only car we had.
The only car.
Y'all are not...
One car.
Y'all are not going to believe what happened. The car that slid into her in the freak rainstorm bent the front left fender right on top of the tire. It's so funny now. Listen to me. Hit the fender, bent it down on the tire so the tire wouldn't move. The tire, it was a front wheel drive 85 Nissan Maxima.
Yeah.
Bent the fender
over
the tire. So the tire would not move. Are y'all laughing? I'm still laughing. We had to get the car towed. We had no insurance.
We had no extra money.
We had no extra insurance. We had no extra money. We had no money to rent a car. So we're sitting in our little rental house on 63rd and Ames.
Wow.
We're sitting in the little rental house. I'll never forget it.
And it was cold.
Cold. We didn't have the money for the heat, MUD. And at about 2:00, I said to my wife, I said, I can't take you home to your father. I can't take you home to your father. So I don't know what to do. So I said, let's just pray. So we got out of the cold. We got out from underneath the blankets, got on the cold floor in that rental house, and we prayed.
No, you said, he said, Linnell, let's practice what the word of God says. Let's touch and agree.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you fumbled through, you started to pray, and I could feel that something began to come in the room. The few minutes after we began to touch, and I went ahead and committed and submitted to that, I could feel the atmosphere. Now that I look back on that shift, and the two had become one.
Yeah.
And in the midst of that, surely God was in that little rental house.
He spoke to us and he asked us a question. Martin and Linnell, can I show you how to build a wealthy family?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. So I said to Linnell, God just asked me a question. Martin, can I show you and Linnell how to build a wealthy family, a generationally wealthy family? I saw a vision of a powerful family, wealthy, power. He said, can I show you how to do that?
Yeah.
And I asked Linnell, God just asked me the question, can he show us? Mm. And we both said, yes, God, we'd love for you to show us because we don't know what we're doing.
Yes.
We don't know how to work this out. And then God dropped in our heart, if I show you, will you show other families?
Mm. Yeah. And this was not just something fly by night.
No.
What we're going to be sharing with you during this family meeting opportunity, this has been now we've been married 32 years. Yeah. So we have documented, we have journaled. I went back a few months ago. We were doing something with marriages for a couple, and I saw the little journal. We shared a journal.
Right.
We didn't have separate journals. We would write things down, and when they would happen in our lives or how God would fix it or do it, we would go back and indicate that in this little journal. And I know if Callie or Josh is watching tonight, we will present copies of this to you someday, but they're so precious to us because a lot of the things in that journal are still unfulfilled, but the majority of them, they are already done.
In a serious way. They're already done in such a serious way that it's amazing.
Yeah.
So this is what this is all about.
Yeah.
We're not doing a webinar because we want to. We're doing a webinar because we promised we would.
Yeah.
We want to do this because we promised God we would. And now all of y'all know this is the end for me. The end all for me is my desire.
Yes.
My desire is to build at least 70 healthy, wealthy families of destiny and generational power. That's my biggest desire.
Yeah.
Is to build that.
Yeah.
And that's the other reason why we're doing this webinar. We want to build these families so strong until these families become a beacon of light for our communities.
Yes, absolutely. And some people say, where do I sign up?
Now we need to get the
questions. But the thing is, when we say that 70 families, we want to document. It's not that you're going to be in our hip pocket. There's some in, some out. You don't know if you're number 69 or you're number 27. It's just that we want people to use our testimony, our way of delivering these opportunities to you, and get back to us somewhere down the road, down your journey, and say, I am one of those 70 people that you talked about. And we will have opportunities to identify that, yes, I heard that testimony. I was there present at that opportunity. And I am one of those 70 people. We believe that's just a desire of ours to start, that we could find 70 family households that will actually benefit from the teachings, the practicality, and we just want to be open. We want to be transparent with everything we do, because all we can say, it did work for us. Wow, that's good. Shoot.
What do I get for fixing that? What do I get? What you gonna give me?
So are you still excited out there? Give us some thumbs up if you're on Facebook. Put something in the comments. But now I guess what you were trying to get to is questions about the weekend. We're talking about offering how to construct a family meeting. who needs to be in that family meeting. We're going to lay it all out. But like Pastor Martin said, it is for the heads of household. We want to train you, and then you should be very equipped to actually manage and host your own very own family meeting, or to improve and enhance the family meetings you believe you have been having. So that's what it's all about. So we want to take questions now about what that day might entail.
Yep. So if you have questions, put them in the, let's see, how do you want them to handle this? Our person helping us on the backside. You can put them in your feed, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube. You put it in the feed there, and we will be able to see those questions.
Yes.
And we'll try to answer them.
Just put somebody up. Take them down.
We'll just, who did? I did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Who needs to be in the meeting? The only people that need to be in this meeting are the people who are going to be leading the meeting.
Right.
So the person who's going to be leading the meeting needs to be in the meeting, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. And as you're saying, the people have to be in the household. They are your immediate family, but you're the head of the household, you're a guardian. But we're going to be training you how to begin to host your own family meeting.
Yeah, and if you're the other question is, what if my children are grown and they are adults and they don't live with me? That's fine.
Yeah.
You attend the meeting, and we're going to address how you lead a meeting with children who are not in the house with you.
Right.
We'll show you exactly how to do that, and we'll also give you follow-ups if you need to after that, so that we can make sure you're prepared. This is going to change your life, and it's going to change the life of your children.
Absolutely.
All right?
Absolutely.
So that's the answer to that question.
Absolutely.
Y'all
And
excuse
I would
me when
also
I'm
say,
getting these.
As that person asked about adult children that are not in the home, they have their own lives.
Yeah.
I would encourage you to help you better have a grasp on trying to explain it. Invite them to actually attend the head of the household opportunity on the 31st.
If they're leading the head of their own household,
Right,
they can do so.
Yeah, like, okay, for instance, Joshua now has his own house, his own wife. So I would be encouraging him to attend that. He and his wife actually participate as a part of the training on the 31st.
Yes. Here's another question. Do we invite others? You can invite anybody. You can invite anybody if you have friends or neighbors or people who lead their own homes and they're in someplace else. We're asking you to also invite them. We've had the question 3 times, how do I register?
And as you're saying that, when you invite others, they have to register because it's for the head of the household. We're asking you to honor the honor code of we're hoping that you wouldn't sign up as an individual and then have 5 other couples in your home listening. That would be dishonorable. So they would have to register as well.
Yeah. So a question also, what is the first priority? I don't know if that question is for us in this particular thing, but I would say the first priority is for you to register for this. You just told them how, right? How was busy messing?
Oh no, we were going to show you in just a second how to register. We're going to save that for the big bang.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at the end.
Okay, you're the marketer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would. Okay. Let me ask you something. How much time and energy have you spent building someone else's business? How much time and energy have you spent building someone else's family? How much time and energy have you spent making other people rich, making other people's families successful?
Yes.
How much energy have you given to others? I think you should give energy to yourself. I think you should give energy to your family.
Absolutely.
I think you should build a legacy of wealth in your own family. I believe that's what you should do. As a matter of fact, the more healthy and wealthy your family becomes, the more healthy and wealthy your family becomes, the better the earth comes.
Absolutely. That is so good.
Yeah.
That is so crucial.
Everybody will get better when your family gets better.
Oh,
Everybody
my
will go
God.
further when your family goes further. You'll be able to do things with your family and go places with your family it'll just change your life. And everybody will be happy just because you're there doing it.
Yeah. Someone is asking again, how do you start when you think it's over? The point is,
Let me see. What else?
I think people feel like it's over because they've never had the tool. They've never had the training wheels of family. Just because we got married or whatever the case would be, then there were children that came out of that. That does not mean we know how to build family or how to construct the foundations, the framework of family. So we have to make sure that we do this intentionally, like you were saying, and this is our opportunity. And every year for 30 some years that we have been doing this, I can tell you the proof is in the pudding. We are better Williamses because we have practiced never, ever aborting the family meeting process.
And I'm telling you, even if your family, I see the comments from Curtis there, rebuilding and starting to build your family, even in the midst of a family that's already made, or how to start over when it's gone kaput.
Yeah.
That's all the stuff you're going to learn.
Yeah.
You might be thinking about divorce right now, or you might be giving up on a son or a daughter. You might have a son or a daughter that's not behaving in the way that you would want them to behave.
Right.
I'm telling you, there's an anointing on the family meeting.
Yes.
There's something that will happen during your family meeting that will be amazing for you moving forward.
Yeah.
Let me see. Are there books that you can read to prepare?
I would agree. Yes, we're going to be sharing with you during that seminar that morning.
Yep.
Tools that we have used that we have found to be proven for betterment of our family. So we're going to, inside of that seminar, we're going to be sharing those tools with you, things that we have in our library that we have come to love and have been a benefit to us.
So yeah, there will be an interface. You'll be listening to us, and you'll probably be listening to one another. We're going to put people together so that you can be talking to other people who may or may not have your same experience. So we'll be able to see one another and interact during the entire training time.
Yeah. Yeah, our goal is to give you as much as we can during the period of time. It starts at 9 a.m. We want to get you in and make sure that we don't use all of your Saturday. It'll run from 9 to noon. And I'm telling you, this is probably going to be an investment that you will remember for generations.
So,
it's going to be a virtual Zoom experience.
Only? There
Only.
There won't be anybody in the room with us?
There will be no one in the room with us. We are going to do all of this virtually. And so that's the good news, that you can be in California or wherever you are and be able to participate. At least this first time with COVID and all these things, we're just trying to honor that and think of you. So we're looking forward to you guys to get on board. So any more questions?
Yeah, okay, I don't see any there. So thank you, pastors. You're welcome, sweetheart. Okay, will you be dealing with bringing blended families together?
Yes, blended families, no matter how blended you are. Sometimes blended family is defined in several different phases, adoptive situations, foster care. Family meetings is a universal tool that we can use because from the time that the Lord said, come together, let us make man, a lot of this is constructed on his original plan, no matter where you are and how you become a family unit.
David did something also. David did something amazing. Before David died, he talked to all his children. You know, David had like 42 children. Woo! Anyway, he talked to all of them, gave them birthrights, did all this stuff, and then he chose Solomon to be the next king. But he set Solomon up, boy. Ooh-wee. He set Solomon up. Solomon didn't have to look for a vision.
Yes.
Solomon didn't have to look for a kingdom. Solomon didn't have to look for money. Solomon didn't have to look for anything because David set him up and taught him how to run the family business, told him He even told Solomon who his friends were,
Wow.
who the enemies were. Solomon, when I'm gone, this is who you trust. What would happen in your family if you told your children now who to trust?
Right, right.
Who to go and talk to if something happens to mom and dad? This family meeting is going to make your family so secure.
Yes, solid.
So secure. And who do you know who to give power to in your family? What are the gifts of your children? How can you empower your children at 2 in the family? And they know in the family, this is who I am.
Yes, yes.
This is what I bring to this. The family meeting is going to be amazing. I can't give it all away.
I think the family meeting is a launching pad, no matter where you are in your family. We cannot say this enough. We have used the stuff we're giving you. You know, the best dope dealer, from what I hear, used the stuff at some point to be convinced before he starts selling it to others. You've got to be convinced of the things that you present to others. And we are totally convinced, without question, that the family meeting is a trademark of the level of family that we are as the Williamses.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, Miss Amanda, are you ready? We want to tell you.
And then we'll be talking over this image.
We'll be talking over this image. And, you know, you're going to get you're going to get so much more information. But here it is. Drum roll. Okay, Amanda, would you please upload our opportunity where to register? There it is, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think of that? It is called the Family Meeting Webinar.
So the only way you're going to see this, though, is if you're on YouTube, I think, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to end up putting this image right up after we broadcast, after this time tonight. But so you'll have to tell everybody what it is. You have to describe it.
Okay, so for those of you out on Facebook tonight, we just uploaded the family meeting. You're going to be going to Eventbrite to register for the family meeting. It is on January the 30th at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., which is a Saturday morning that is going to be chock full. Oh, you're going to have warm fuzzies. So you know, it's a virtual experience, and you know, just get comfortable, get ready, set your hearts in accordance with it now. Bring out your notebooks, your pens, and things like that. We're going to be uploading stuff on the screen. Like we said, we're going to tell you about other books and things in our libraries that we use, other online things that we use, and we're just going to share with you. As you can see, there is that offer to you individually. Husbands, wives, head of household, whoever you are, per person is only a mere $79 for a life-changing opportunities to learn how to do this year after year after year. And you're going to become so good at it until some of you are going to become a part of us in helping us present it to across the world. So we're excited about it. Go out to Eventbrite, just go into the family meeting, and you see this lovely family that is posing here, and that's what you're going to be looking for. And I advise you to get started tonight.
We're going to make you an offer
that you
cannot refuse. Okay, so yeah, those of you on Facebook, we're going to make this post as soon as we get off tonight.
Yes.
But the bottom line is this. Your family should be one of the 70 families that's healthy, wealthy.
Yes, happy.
Has a generational plan.
Loving.
Yes, your family should be one of those. And that's what we're hoping for. Now, that's why we're offering this.
Yes.
We don't want to take what down. We don't want to scatter our seed anymore.
Right.
We don't want to scatter our seed anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We want to sow our seed.
Mm-hmm. Right.
We want to be with some people who are serious about this.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's not really another webinar. It is a grassroots opportunity for us to start our family.
Yes, absolutely.
Who are we building with? Who are we encouraging?
Yes.
Who are we pouring our life into?
Right, absolutely.
And who are we going to be challenging to pour their life into others?
Yes.
That's That's what we're doing. We're starting our legacy of wealth
Yes.
and building our legacy.
Yes.
So,
and if you know anything about us, we give and we give and we give. And on Facebook Live and YouTube and all these other things for all last year, 2020, we poured into you. We were present and in the moment, trying to help you keep moving forward and not to get stuck. And so this, like I said, it's time for us to reap from our gifts that God has given us. And I think as a good steward, it is time that we present opportunities like this so you can sow into us and get from us everything that God has given us as these opportunities arise in the year 2021, because we're on board and we're making you an offer, and we hope you are wise enough not to refuse it.
Yep. So we're encouraging you to be a part of it. We're going to be a part of it. We're going to give out of our soul and out of our heart. We're going to build our families. We're going to be putting together and figuring out all the different gifts that you have and your family and everything. I mean, this is what it's all about. So we thank you for this. Wow, we've been on here for a while, but in just a few minutes, we will make the post. But you can go to Eventbrite right now and look up the family meeting in Omaha. Doctors Martin and Linnell. Our children are gonna be helping us.
Part of the training, yes, absolutely.
We have a newcomer to our family. Her name is Vanessa, our daughter-in-law, and she's gonna have a section where she's helping us explain what it's like joining a family like ours and what that process looked like for her. That's what we hope to do, and we want your family to be blessed by this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's Saturday morning, January the 30th. From 9 a.m. to 12 noon. And we're so delighted that some of you have chosen already. You can't wait till we get off of here so you can click buttons and get registered. It's going to be life-changing.
Yeah, and we'll be sending notifications to you. Once you've signed up, we'll be sending you agendas, some things to prepare for that day, how to get ready for that day so it'll be advantageous to you.
Yeah, so make sure when you register, make sure we get your email address, whatever is being asked, fill out all of the little demographics so we can make sure that you're online with us.
Somebody said they've already registered. We see that in the we see that in the feed. You've already registered. Thank you. Let's get this done, folks. 2021 is the year of manifestation for your family. Yes, you. As for you and your house, this is the time of manifestation. So we love y'all. We're going to get off here and then we'll make our post, right?
Yeah. So go ahead and begin to say hello to people, encourage people. And we're going to put that post up for you. And we're going to look forward to seeing you virtually. How about that? Yeah, the family meeting.
All right. So good night.